Welcome back to my corrected row 2B. Now I have 23 here, 23 there, and 3 in the middle. I skipped front loop here somewhere, so I had to rip it out and do it again. It's easy to see, especially with this yarn, it will stand up a little bit. I should have shown you, but I was too much in a shock that I made a mistake that I thought, no, not again, because what I taped yesterday I redo today because I made huge mistakes in it. But it doesn't matter now, you get the right tutorial. Okay, we're going to start with row 3A, and 3A is different. I'm going to do the first method, and the first method also create a little bit of a negative in the back. I won't do each stitch, I will do stitch by stitch, so I skip it so it gets loose enough, you see, otherwise it gets too tight and this gets too much into a thick bubble, so I don't want to do that. I want to keep it airy, my work. I like airy work. I like it fluffy. I like it nice. And it's now fluffy and squishy. So it's good. I don't want a plank. I don't mind in cotton when it gets a little bit stiff, because the moment you use it, it gets soft. Cotton is such a natural product. I love it. Okay, we do the side stitch again. I did my little knot. And then again, here a first double crochet. Or double crochet, it's a single crochet, of course, it's Friday morning and I make mistakes. And then our pattern, that's a double crochet, it's 23 singles, that's all on these, and then 3 doubles, 23 singles and a double, and yours order or side stitch, how you want to call it. Okay, there. I will show you another way of locking your work in the next method, but this is my preferred method, so I show you first. So we do one stitch, and the next one we start to lock at the first stitch, and then we do the second stitch, and automatically you take, see, and I will do it again. It's very simple. You go through, you take those loop under you, you don't pull too hard, don't pull too hard, this one, because otherwise it will go a little bit stiff, and like that knot, and then you do your next single crochet, and then the next single crochet. You get that loop down, don't pull too hard on that yarn, so make sure this stays a little bit stretched, so you still have a stretch in it. Make sure it doesn't stretch. Then another. So we don't do all, you can do all, and then you have your negative perfectly. I just do one by one. I noticed when you just do one by one, you get a nice, how you say, a nice back. See, almost negative, but how you say, it's not that stiff, and it won't be a plank as much as you think it is. See, I wanted to pull it too tight already. Don't pull it too tight, just keep a little bit air in that yarn and go on. See, you can't really pull too tight, because otherwise it won't be it will be a little bit too thick, and you continue till the end, one by one. You can do this, if you say one by one is too much, you can do it with 5, but I'm going to use this stitch to hide the color for the background, and you will see this will look really nice on the back. I was surprised when I did this method first time that how well it covers, and you don't use too much yarn extra. I have another method, will I show, method 2 and method 3, and they use extra yarn, and it makes your work really thicker, even thicker than I do now. You think, well, those loops in the back, they will pull that stitch down only a little bit if you keep it look, if you keep it loose. See, I keep my work loose, it's stretchy still, so you need to get those seconds single crochet. Give it a little bit air to breathe. I always say, don't suffocate those single crochets, really don't do it. And just make sure you do one and then the other, and you will see you get your negative background, but it's not that stiff bordered plank like, and I don't like that. You keep it airy and you keep it light, and it's more pleasant to crochet like this with relaxed hands than with hands where you have to think, oh, you know. And here we come, we did our 23, and now we do 3 in the middle, double crochets, and we can't fix the stitch here, but we do that in the next row. We start with the first. We're going to, yeah, there it is. See, keep it loose. That long stitch, I keep it loose. See, don't pull it too tight. Yarn over, there, pull through. And this is a very simple way. Also, it is a little bit weird because you have long threads at the end, but it will work smoothly out, and I will show you. And it will secure it too. So especially when you have long, and I like my single crochet to hide the color better than the double crochet method, which I will show you after I did a few lines of this here. Did I do that? Did I secure? Oh, I secured too many. See? Oh no, this one was secured. Secured, I mean, was anchored. Anchored means anchoring. I'm saying securing, but it's early in the morning on a Friday. Well, early. I was into bed till late because I have a weird brain and it needs to rest from time to time, really, to empty it. And then I get the weirdest of dreams. Really the weirdest of dreams. I was defending the former Albania against the Russians. I don't know how I did it. I think I was a spy. But it was a weird, weird dream. So my brain is even active in the night. My head is sometimes so full. I think it starts to explode like boo. Luckily I forget a lot, so I wipe my hard disk from time to time in my brain. But that's not always handy if you forget things. And it's not Alzheimer yet, it's just stupid me forgetting things, and that can happen. And as you see, it doesn't cost that much more yarn, a little bit more, because I keep that stitch a little bit more open. There. There. And here comes the last one. Anchor. There. And now we going to do our double crochet. And our corner side stitch, or whatever you want to call it. 2 loops at the side stitch, corner stitch, border stitch. And I will do another one in. And then here, and snap it off and pull it tight, really tight, that stitch. See, then it doesn't get that fluffy. There. And as you see, it looks pretty okay in the back. We will get a slight negative in the back like this, but you won't have these floppy lines that stand up. Some people like them, then just do another method I will show you, but the mostly with color changing, most stitches are anchored anyway. Hope to see the next stitch, because then we start with the red and with the pink. Oh, exciting. Hope to see you in the next clip.